So, in the latest news surrounding Katt Williams and his infamous interview on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, superstar comedian Dave Chappelle, legendary comedian Dave Chappelle, has come out and spoke out against some of the things that Katt was doing. You know, in reference to Katt Williams' interview, Dave Chappelle said he only ethered N-words. He only ethered black folks. He didn't have none of the smoke for the white boys and what they do, right? That's what he said. And so my response to this is two parts to this. One, two things could be true. Because Katt Williams did speak on some of the white boys. He spoke on Harvey Weinstein and his violations and his sexual favors that he was requested in order for Katt to do certain things in certain movie roles, and Katt told him no. He also spoke about other men possibly getting those roles where he told Harvey Weinstein no and what might have happened. He referenced Joe Rogan and Joe Rogan's entire crew of unfunny comedians. He did do that. He did address some of the white dudes, right? So I think that he did address the white guys. But what I think is what's going on with this situation here is this is the classic case of the peacekeeping black man versus the pseudo truth-telling black man. What do I mean by that? Dave Chappelle is a peacekeeper. You know, he gonna keep the peace until you violate him, or he feel like you're violating the community of black folks in a lot of ways. He's gonna be cool. He chill. He'd rather keep the peace unless you violating him or encroaching on him and his people, or in the community, encroaching the community overall. Other than that, he peacekeeping. He smooth selling. He chill. Katt Williams is the pseudo truth-telling black man. Pseudo meaning half-truths, because he told a lot of half-truths and some lies in that interview as well. But he did tell some truths. I do believe that Steve Harvey was hating on Bernie Mac. I do believe that. I do believe that there are comedians who steal jokes. I do believe that. So he was addressing certain things, certain people stealing jokes, certain people stealing certain characters that Steve Harvey's stealing Mark Curry's character and hanging with Mr. Cooper and revamping it in the Steve Harvey show. But the writers, I believe do that. But anyway, right? So I do believe it was some truths to certain things he was saying. I really do. But Katt gotta, I'm gonna say this. Katt gotta acknowledge that he stole JB Smooth's joke as well. He gotta acknowledge that. Because he stole, so if you want to call everybody out for cutting corners and for stolen material and all of that type of stuff, you got to address you stealing JB Smooth's joke when he talks about, the intro song when he walks out and JB Smooth say, you can do anything in that song. You can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. Katt Williams went and did the very same thing, just had a different song. And he used different scenarios, but it's a similar joke setup all the way through and through. He got it from JB Smooth, and JB did that years and years ago, and I can put the link to that in the comment section below. A lot of people don't like to talk about that because there's Katt Williams fanatics and super fans, so they don't want to address that, but it is what it is. But anyway, so Katt likes to tell speak the truth on certain things, but Katt also is a shit starting motherfucker. He like to start shit. Katt Williams like your grandmama back in the day. She gonna tell some truths, but she gonna tell some truths to start some shit, right? She gonna tell some of the family business to watch the shit all unfold in front of her, right? She gonna tell some shit she ain't supposed to be saying in order just to watch the shit burn. She gonna say some stuff that's gonna rub people the wrong way. If you fat, she gonna call you fat as a motherfucking house just to see you get mad and get a crazy response. That's what Katt do. He gonna do that. And y'all don't want to hear that, but he a shit starting. I know a shit starting motherfucker when I see it. I grew up around shit starting motherfuckers, right? That's who he is. And so this is the problem with that though. Because he talking about certain people and you did this and you did that and you stole this joke. Cedric Entertainer stole this joke, stole my joke, whatever. Again, you gotta acknowledge you stealing JB Smooth's joke. And then he talk about all these other things other people did. But also, you got to be very careful, Katt, because you got skeletons in your closet. You talking about people doing this, that, and the third, and you got several domestic violence situations against you and women. Matter of fact, Ashima Franklin, Carlos Miller's baby mama, accused Katt of assault And I believe her when she was coming across saying that. I really do. How she presented it. Look it up on Comedy Hype, Ashima Franklin on YouTube. She talks about Katt assaulting her, and I believe it 100%. Because he really was buying into that pimp persona, and he really, really believed he was a certified pimp that he can do. Like, I really believe that. Then what's the girl, Hazel E, accused him of assault as well. So people can pull his skeletons out too. So you got to be careful. Sometimes I think Katt will say shit that's salacious and just to watch the fire, just to watch shit burn, in order to, for lack of better words, clout chase. Now, someone tell me Katt don't need to clout chase. He's Katt Williams. Well, according to those last few comedy specials he's done, they were lackluster as hell. Them comedy specials he did previously, not too long ago, trash. Like Bubba Dub say, trash. It was. And Katt is a really funny guy. But it was a lot of people like, I'm cool on Katt after them last few specials because it wasn't funny. So in order to get the people back in your favor, in order to get the attention back on you, in order to get people in your good graces, you go on Club Shay Shay, you tell truths. You do. But then you also do like a mini stand-up clowning folks because you know it's going to sell and it's going to get you to be back in that spotlight that you really wanted to be in, that you really want to be in. You're going to be back in the good graces of the public to where people are forgetting about these previous comedy specials that were lackluster that you had. And so now people are going to be lining up to see him. Now, people always were lining up to see him. But again, I know people who watched that are huge Katt Williams fans who were extremely disappointed with them last few specials he did. And they said they were not funny. These are coming from extreme Katt Williams fans who are now acting like they didn't say what they said previously. And I have to call them out on their bullshit, dog. Katt Williams always been a funny motherfucker. Everything he do funny. Whoa. Brother, you told me them last few specials, especially the last one, you told me that was horrible. So which one is it, dog? Anyway, back to what I was saying. And so Katt, he got certain ways about him, so I can see what Dave is saying. Because people like, oh, Katt only spoke against people who had something to say about him. That's not true. And I'm trying to remind y'all, Kevin Hart has never said anything about Katt, right? He only responded to Katt on The Breakfast Club with Tiffany Haddish after years of Katt coming at him for years. He didn't say anything about Katt first. I'm going to say that. He said something about Katt and responded to Katt after Katt had been throwing shots at him for the longest. For no fucking reason. Other than he don't think Kevin is funny. And he say Kevin got writers. What it really was about is it wasn't about Kevin not being funny or Kevin having writers. Katt didn't like that Kevin was occupying a space that he used to occupy. Let's be for real. Right? Now, the black community has always felt Katt Williams way more than Kevin Hart. I'm not going to gloss over that. Yes. But Kevin was the popular guy in all the movies. He was doing all the specials. He was getting all the looks, which Katt Williams used to get. Katt fell back when the time Katt was out there getting choked up by the little 12-year-old boy rolling around. He was being in the news, going to jail for this, that, and the third. And Katt's, career in his movie career and his star started to dim a little bit. And Kevin propelled to the front. Now, whether you feel like, he was an industry plant and he got propped up, it was not about Katt Williams. It wasn't about Kevin not being funny. Katt didn't like that Kevin was occupying a space that he occupied. The same reason he went at Tiffany Haddish. Because he went at Tiffany Haddish too, and Tiffany never said shit about him, right? Now, we all know Tiffany Haddish is not funny. We all know that. But see, he probably knew she wasn't funny in stand-up for years. He didn't have a problem with it until Tiffany got propelled to the forefront. After Girls Trip, and they were putting her, she was doing comedy specials, it was getting on TV, she was getting all these different looks. And I think Katt had a problem with that she was now occupying a space that he used to occupy. So now he coming at her, right? So I think it's true the way Dave's saying. Katt be wanting to give smoke to people that occupy certain spaces that he used to occupy, and he don't feel like they are deserving of that space that he used to occupy. So he wanna go at them because he mad that they in a space that he was in. You know what I mean? Now, granted, again, Is Katt Williams and Tiffany Haddish funnier than Katt Williams? Is Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish funnier than Katt Williams? No, but Katt was really I'm telling you, he was mad that they were in that position, you know. But Kevin had never said anything. Kevin Hart had never said anything about Katt publicly until Katt kept attacking him for years. Now, people also, again, Katt only spoke against people who said something against him. No, he did not. He insinuated that Chris Tucker and Michael Jackson were gay, right? He talked about Martin Lawrence for wearing a dress. I think he mentioned Jamie Foxx too. I don't know. I might have been tripping. No, he got on Martin head about wearing a dress and all this and all of that and making fun of it. And basically, in so many words, he didn't do it, but in a way, he was insinuating Martin wasn't no real ass dude for wearing that dress. And I'm looking like you trying to throw shots at Martin for wearing a dress. And yeah, I would never put on a dress. It's not for me. I could never do nothing like that, right? But comedians have been doing that for years. And nobody had a problem with Martin wearing a dress when he was, wearing the clothes when he was Shanae, when he was playing his mama on the Martin Lawrence show. He was playing female characters on the Martin show all the time. Nobody had a problem with it until Big Mama came along. And a couple years after that, we started thinking about all these different images and people in dresses and all of that. But let me just say this. While Katt is attacking, or like he's insinuating, he didn't attack Martin, but he was kind of throwing a little slight jab. He want me to put a dress on. I told him go get Brandon T. Jackson for that. And you, in a way, you saw that Brandon T. Jackson, even though Brandon came out and said, well, Katt told me not to wear the dress. He did say that, and Katt gave him some sound advice. But also, you throwing a little backhand. I told him go get Brandon for that. That's a backhanded. That's a smart remark. That's a slight to Brandon. You're slighting Martin, and you're slighting him for doing something that you feel is effeminate. Let me just take this back. Katt Williams has worn acrylic nails like a woman. Katt Williams has worn nail polish just like a woman. And I don't care what nobody say. Don't try to get, because y'all are trying to revert that to, that's what the pimps do. Don't keep me with that pimp shit. I don't care fuck what occupation you in. What man is wearing nail polish and acrylic nails? Y'all would never make that okay for anybody else. Y'all see these young rappers, these young boys that be rapping with their nail polish and all of that. Y'all clown them all the time. Katt has worn nail polish. He has worn acrylic nails like your baby mama wear, like your wife wear, like your girlfriend wear, like your mama wear, like your grandmama wear, like your little sister and them wear. Katt has done that. And so, okay, a dress is, okay, what? The dress is a whole attire, but that shit is in the same ballpark. Acrylic painted nails like a woman and the dresses, it's in the same ballpark. So, Katt, what are you getting at? See, Katt be salacious and throwing little shots and shit when shit can come right back to him. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, like, it just, I don't know, man. If people are like, you could never point. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. People say, you could never show me a time when I've been on drugs. Man, I didn't see Katt. Katt didn't look like he been geeking a few times. And I didn't seen some geekers in my life in Chicago, Illinois. I don't care. I ain't got to. He didn't seem like he was a little on some little something now at times now. You didn't seen him and like, I don't know, right? But anyway, what I'm saying is that, yes, you know, Katt didn't have just smoke for just black people. He's named some white boys too. You know what I mean? And Dave is a peacekeeping man. He's trying to keep the peace. Katt wanted to tell some truths, and Katt did tell some truths about people like Steve Harvey and certain stuff that they be doing. Yeah, he did. And Harvey Weinstein, he told the truth about that. But he also did some shit just to set some fires ablaze to cause a storm. And then he did it against people, some people who never said anything against him, right? And he did it against other people that he felt like occupied spaces that he once liked to occupy, and he's mad about it. And he did it also to gain publicity and ammunition and clamor for his new comedy special coming up.